Yeah, I'm
He
in as well.
rented a cabin in Georgia, and he's invited a bunch of friends down, and we're flying in, and we're going out to this cabin, and then we're gonna stay there for like 4 or 5 days.
Nice. I
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be
that.
fun.
I like that. Bam. So, what are you planning there? Just chilling there, spending time in
Yeah.
the nature?
Yep. Basically, it's like it's a really big like cottage and stuff. So they've got like pool table, and there's like fishing I can do, and there's like hiking trails and stuff nearby. So it should be fun. It'll be
Awesome.
nice.
Awesome. Well, that should be fun. Anyway, Dave, we have a game ahead of us. Do you mind taking or making the introduction?
Welcome everyone to Jordan's Medieval Brawl Season 2. I'm here with Jordan, AoE, the one, the only, and we've got a classic matchup, Franks against Magyars. What we're going to see here, Jordan, is a bunch of skirmishers, because neither of these civs ever even thinks about making a scout, these two.
Dave, I think, honestly, the typical meta on this map is, especially with cav civs, to go skirm and spears forward, right?
Skirm villager, yeah.
Skirm villager, towers, spearman. And then I would be surprised if we see any additional scouts here, because usually you see 3 archer ranges, 3 barracks, pumping out trash units all the time, right?
I mean, especially from HERA, he's not really the guy you think of when you think of like scout micro, right? It's just too much energy for him.
I think he doesn't even have a hotkey for that.
Do you have a hotkey for scout micro?
Of course!
Just press W and it does it for you.
Of course! It's auto micro.
Oh, that explains so much. That explains so much.
Man, what? Like, we're not even 2 minutes in and I'm getting roasted by you already.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, you cast with doubt yesterday, so whatever I'm going to say isn't going to be as bad.
It felt like yesterday I was the one roasting doubt, honestly.
You were trying for sure, yeah.
No, it was. Like, he had a phase where he was extremely depressed, where I was telling him that he has been in the Age of Empires 2 scene for literally at least 20 years already, and that it's most likely be like that in 20 years as well, and that his life didn't really change that much, and that made him a little bit depressed, Dave.
Oh, dude, that's too real, though.
But what? Why? He told me a couple minutes earlier, before I said that, truth hurts, he told me.
Well, that truth definitely hurt.
That's the thing.
I guess you hit him hard, bro.
I did, Dave.
So ACCM. Yeah. Okay, let's focus on ACCM is going tower forward with men at arms here with Magyars.
You thought I was joking, but I was not.
And here they come. Actually, no, it's a stable. Never mind. It is a stable. So it's drush into scouts, which is unusual to see.
Yeah. You don't usually see that because the food requirement for that is very high, and usually don't really have that food income, right? So you don't see that so often.
It will be unexpected, though.
Yeah,
I mean, HERA will likely... He'll see the drush into pretty fast feudal time, and he'll think, like, there's a range coming up, or potentially men-at-arms upgrade is going to come in. Where's that third militia? So the scouts are going to be unexpected. And also with Magyars... Maybe this isn't the worst thing in the world, because the militia do benefit from foraging as well.
Yeah. I mean, to the militia, HERA knows at this point that the aggression is not going to be heavy. He also sees that there's no forward buildings incoming as well. Spearmen are going to have a good time with the forging. That is a huge difference maker as well, right? Yeah, but I think HERA at this point knows that there's not going to be any archer range. Otherwise, he would have seen something going forward already.
But it's still so weird. You see the 2 militia to expect scouts behind it. It's so weird. He's going to get confirmation now.
Yeah.
And he did keep making spearmen, which was good. But I think those spearmen were more to just fight the spears from ACCM because he knew they were coming.
I think so, yeah. Also very interesting. Like, ACCM managed to keep HERA away from the berries for quite some time, right? And Franks don't want to be pushed away from the berries here. Now,
all right, ACCM's food eco behind this. He's managed to keep his TC running, kind of. I mean, 20 seconds of idle TC time, militia into scouts isn't the worst thing in the world. Especially one making spears at the same time, too.
Absolutely. Also, like Franks, they obviously have the extra HP on their scout. Meggers have forging already, so kind of very similar in terms of the advantages or the bonuses both civilizations have, the way they work. Now, both players also will try to get some ratings in, and ACCM was a little bit sloppy here. Didn't manage to get any garrison into the TC.
He does manage to wall it off, though, and he's got a spearman near his berries. He's also trying to provide pressure on HERA's berries, but HERA's going to have the wall off there. Both players going to be safe, and ACCM a little bit sloppy to lose that scout, but he does take out the spearman so he can pressure on that side. And I'm actually surprised he's kept this TC running. He has horse color, and he's managed to produce as many scouts as he has without being more behind on villager production. I mean, he's behind by 1 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is definitely looking fine. And for Meggers, the strategy is kind of clear. You want to remain in Fuel Age as long as possible because you have access to bloodlines. Franks don't have that, right? So that is always going to be an advantage here. Also, HERA obviously will try to be as annoying as possible with those scouts. And now these scouts feel a little bit trapped. There are a lot of spearmen and scouts in there. And ACCM will be forced to run away here, Dave.
So it's +1 attack versus the extra HP for Frank scouts. And I think extra HP is going to be the king at the beginning.
Yes.
But then once ACCM, if ACCM gets bloodlines, I mean, he's still quite a ways away from that. Should be able to take advantage here. But HERA, it's such great positioning. It's got the spears looping from behind.
Oh.
ACCM gets away without getting hit once. Oh my god.
I didn't expect that. Like, the way HERA positioned himself looked so clean. Looked like the perfect trap, but ACCM kind of was able to sneak through here. And now with that main gold forward like that, that's kind of yikes for HERA there.
Like, why don't you just go to the one at the back? Does he not see that? He doesn't. Oh, he doesn't see it, Jordan.
See it.
He only sees the one to the side and the one to the front. So that the fact he doesn't see that might dictate HERA's actions here, and he might just overinvest into military to get control of that gold.
Oh, nice quick wall here. And, you know, with the spearman now also having +1, it is a huge difference. And I don't think HERA can take this fight here. He needs forging himself.
Nope. And ACCM's on gold now, so he might be thinking about bloodlines potentially, or maybe even an archer range mixed in here. What would you do? Would you go towards bloodlines, or would you go archer range?
Oh,
Or would you go
bloodlines.
tower? Looks
Yeah,
like it's going to be a
bloodlines.
tower attempt.
Bloodlines
Bloodlines,
for the
okay.
win. Yeah, archer. Yeah, that's going to be a tower for sure. HERA now forced to build a tower himself. I like ACCM's position a little bit more here. The aggression is really happening.
It's a really good engagement for him. His spearmen are better than HERA's spearmen.
Exactly.
And he's got a tower coming up behind this. Now he takes the fight with the scouts, and it looks like ACCM is just going to run over this fight completely.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Massacre, Jordan.
Absolutely.
This is over.
This is over, GG. Yeah, Dave. Nice first game, I would say. That's the typical snowball we have in the pro level.
That's crazy, though. It's rare that you see HERA losing games like that.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, it was just the typical situation where Magyars excel the most. Full scout spearman fight. I personally never feel that comfortable going against them on close maps with the same approach. Like, I usually like to get archers in as well, just to make them, you know, force them to something else.
It's so crazy that HERA was going scout spearman, and he just felt the need to protect that gold, even when he's not already going into a gold comp.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange, right? Like, maybe he just kind of misread the situation, felt like ACCM wasn't going to pressure forward. He could get away with that tower.
Yeah.
I think if he knew how much army ACCM was producing, he would have maybe even gone for, I don't know, second stable or search around for another gold. I don't know.
I think the issue was that the main gold was so much, you know, forward. If he scouts the one in the back, he will take that one, and then he will not take the fight in the front. where it was kind of clear that he would lose that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So what maps have they selected, or is it always the same maps? I don't have like a map draft or anything, so I don't know.
Okay, so Habub was first game, obviously. Now, the
Habub.
remaining maps are home maps for HERA, Arabia, and Pizza. And ACCM picked the Mega Random and Arena.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Dave, have you survived NAC properly?
What do you mean? It's been 2 weeks. I'm still here.
Did you come back home relaxed, or full energy again?
No, I was
Have shed
sick
any
for
tears?
I was sick for like 4 or 5 days after I came back, and my
okay.
voice was recovering.
I can imagine.
But like, yeah, I mean, I'm still alive. I didn't lose an arm or anything.
Have I never said something like that to you before?
No.
I said it very, very frequently when I'm asking people like, are you still alive? That's kind of my, hey, have you done a good job recovering after the event?
Oh, no, I did a hideous job recovering. I just been sitting around my house, no activity whatsoever.
That's also a good way to relax, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dave,
Like
what was your favorite moment in NAC?
Favorite moment?
Yeah.
Like on air moment or like off moment?
You can tell me both of them.
I think the night when Nilly, Dash, Vodka, and I all got drunk and watched Dash queue up was really fun. Yeah.
Where you went to sleep at 7 a.m., something like that?
Yeah, that was a fun night, dude. I like hanging out, shooting the shit. It's fun.
Yeah.
But the whole tournament was fun. What was your favorite moment?
The in quotes handshake with Villes after my game against him.
Did you see when Tristan tried to go for the fist bump?
Yeah, I saw that. But Villes, man, he's slapping the people with the fist bumps.
I saw that, yeah.
I saw that the clip in 0.25 speed, and you have to look at the facial expression of Villes, and it is hilarious. It is so hilarious. I had to watch it 10 times in a row because it's so hilarious.
I watched the one of him not fist bumping Tristan, and I watched Tristan's face in like 2.25 speed. I did exactly the same.
Yeah. It is just super fun, right? It's really fun. Anyway, Dave.
I was so excited.
Yeah. We have game 2 going already. I like the efficiency. This is the way to go.
All right. So we're going on to Arabia here, and it's going to be Khmer against Aztecs. ACCM unexpectedly up a game. I thought ACCM would really struggle here in this set because HERA has been playing so well.
Yeah.
But HERA's going to be playing with Khmer here. ACCM will be with the Aztecs. And fairly open maps. Actually, no, I'm just looking at HERA's. HERA's is kind of closed off. But ACCM's is fairly open at the front.
Yeah. Aztecs against Khmer. Like, Aztecs in general are such a power civ, right? Should be top 3 civilization on Arabia specifically because they have such a smooth economy. They have fast military production. They have an amazing monk tech tree and amazing monks. Cheap eagles. Well, not cheap, but eagles that are cheap. So you can do a lot of different things with them. However, I remember how HERA played Khmer against Viper being Mayans. And it felt like Viper had no chance whatsoever. I think he won the game, but he should not have won the game. It was in TTL 2, Season 2. I'm not sure if you remember that one. And it felt like, HERA was dictating the pace of the game from start to minute 40. And I think it will happen here again. Scouts into skirms, and HERA will have to defend all the time.
So what do you think ACC? So HERA's just going to be on the defense. Okay. And ACCM is going to open Drush into archers, or what's the play?
I guess men at arms into archers is something we could see from ACCM. But yeah, I still think ACCM will struggle a lot this game to get any initiative here. Let's see how it shapes out, Dave.
Okay. Especially HERA with his scout micro. Like, he just seems to get value from every single scout that he has on the field.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You definitely saw it in the pizza game, right? As HERA goes up here, 19 population, no loom. That pizza pie or personal pizza or whatever the heck that map is called that he played against Winchester. Like, the scouts were so active there, and he kept them alive against Byzantines for so long.
Yeah, I was also...
He's going to be going up, no loom.
Yeah. I was also saying that him going stable against Byzantines, who has Barrack already, very close into your face, is kind of suicidal. No, he managed to make it work. So it's very interesting to see that.
That's a no loom villager. I don't think ACCM saw it didn't have loom though. ACCM just assumes that it has loom.
Also very interesting that HERA indeed goes for gold instead of a stable here. I was wrong with my prediction.
Oh, look at this. HERA's keeping those sheep up on the hill, so ACCM, if he dove for it, he would have taken a downhill hit. And HERA's going to get the sheep back to his base.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
This is next level. And also,
nice
moves indeed. And very interesting that HERA actually... He goes for kind of like the flank build order in Arabia, where you don't build a mill, but go for gold mining as the second building.
Dude, if ACCM realized that villager didn't have loom, I think he could have harassed that position a lot.
For sure.
Like, if he knew that vill didn't have loom, he'd know that HERA was up, and he'd know that HERA probably wanted the archer ranges forward, and he could have been really annoying, but you don't check that type of thing.
No.
Because, like, very few people are doing that. You only start checking it once HERA does it too many times in a tournament.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of build your strategy around that, right? Like,
kind of, yeah. And it's not like no one does it, so you as a player don't really have that in your mind to check for it. But eventually, I guess more people are going to do that, especially on 9 villager starts. Because, you know, on 3 villagers you don't do that, because you have enough of time to scouting. Oh, by the way,
I hate that wall. We're looking at the same thing. I can tell by the sound of your voice. We're looking at the same thing. Dude, there's an edge of the map right there, my friend.
ACCM even scouted it almost. Dave, can you walk us through the logic here, like the thought process from ACCM? I think that sounds reasonable.
He's got MBL messaging him saying, "Listen, bro, I know how to wall this off.
Give me an egg."
Give me an egg, and ACCM says, "Okay." MBL is his team captain in Rage Forest, right? So.
Oh, he has a little bit of interaction with him.
Yeah. So yeah.
Give me an egg.
Yeah.
Hey,
look,
only...
The scout is looping around that side. Who knows? Actually, the villager would have already been done with the walls to the edge.
Yeah. He would be.
Yeah.
You know, you're only really safe on Arabia if you have an egg wall, right? Like,
exactly.
Walling to the edge doesn't really work.
And to be honest, like, walling back here is kind of pointless anyway, because HERA is never going to even check for that. He's just going to try and go through the front. Like, we've seen so many times when someone has a giant hole in the back, players still see the wall in the front. They just make the assumption that it's fully walled, right? They're going to try and pressure. That's what HERA is doing.
Look at the resources for HERA. It feels like he's going to be in cast stage very soon. You know, I know him. I don't think he will take too much time here. Don't expect him to add a stable as well. That would sound a little bit unlike HERA. Also, having in mind that he's actually walling a lot as well, right? So, but there's 3 eagles coming forward right now.
3 eagles coming forward. He's got 2 archers there, and he's got villagers to defend, and he's got houses to hop inside. So I
That's
think
fine.
HERA should be fine. And some of those eagles are... The first one's less than half HP. So HERA having fletching with these archers and the safety of the houses,
He's fine.
he'll be able to get this wall up. Yeah, Feudal Age eagles are so underwhelming.
Absolutely. I personally think they're absolute shit. If you have upgrades
You have
on
the
them,
armor and attack. It's
The-
okay.
yeah, but the way they are right now is just like a useless unit. You can
Yeah.
throw them into the trash bin.
Like if you see someone with 2 or 3 barracks in Feudal Age and you
I'll
know
laugh.
they haven't clicked up, you're just like, okay, buddy.
I laugh at them.
Thank you. Yeah, you send them a
Yeah.
thank you letter, a card at Christmas, everything.
Yeah,
One more
so-
wall for HERA, and he's going to scout it
Yeah.
at the back, the little
Yeah.
gap here. And he sees the gold, too. That's going to be such a nice wall there.
Yeah.
If only ACCM did the same thing.
his walls are hilarious.
Hmm.
Maybe he walled like that because he wanted to be able to reinforce repairs on the walls faster. What do you think?
I mean, I guess, but like,
No, it's not.
it's not even that far away.
It's
right?
a
Like,
mistake. It's just a mistake. Let's just say how it is, Dave.
okay.
The
ACCM thinking about going up. HERA's
Mhm.
already up.
ACCM using the market very heavily, selling all the stone as well. And HERA gets the notification that his opponent indeed is knocking on the door, and I think HERA is going to be fine with that. He will just get himself the padded archer armor. Once he has that in, he will engage against that army most likely.
Only 2 skirms in there. The Eagles are not a threat. They have no upgrades. The Archers are going to be fighting uphill, and there's no armor on those skirms. So HERA can just casually take this fight. If he has anything close to the micro he showed against Winchester in that Arabia game, he should be fine here. But it looks like ACCM is actually... I mean, he hasn't lost a unit yet, and he's killed 2. This is pretty good from ACCM.
Yeah, HERA is not having the best micro engagement or engagement here right now. Gotta say, however, ACCM is a beast if it's about microing range units as well. So very nicely done by him,
I
but
think
HERA overall.
I think we just jinxed him, and you definitely just jinxed him there.
he has
100%.
lost all
Like-
units right now.
Bro, you just cursed him. You didn't kill a single unit. You didn't get a single hit off ever since you started that sentence, man. When I was talking about it, he was fine, Jordan. He was 100% fine. As soon as you start talking about him, everything's dead. Everything.
He was 2-0, and once I started talking, it was 7-2. You
You're
can
cursed.
thank me later, Dave.
Yeah. Thank you. Harry should be thanking you. Eagle switch here from ACCM. But we should be... No, we just see extra TCs from Harris. So he's just going to get a little bit of scouting information with his crossbows. Wondering if the Eagle switch is incoming. And the amount of gold should tell him what's happening.
Yeah. He also sees that, right? He sees that there's a lot of villages on gold.
Oh, he
and-
sees his second barracks too. Okay. Yeah, he knows.
I mean, it's Aztecs. You don't expect anything else from them anyway. And also very interesting approach by HERA. He's just going for 3 TCs instead of adding any stable at all. And therefore, the economy is going to be extremely strong for HERA. And ACCM will clean this archers up with no problem. He has to invest a lot into the upgrades though. And HERA will be quite ahead in terms of economy, I suppose.
I don't mind this at all for HERA. Like, you're going to
Yeah.
buy yourself at least like 2 or 3 minutes with these crossbows at the front.
Yeah.
And then you'll buy yourself another minute, even just walling behind your walls at home, assuming that
Yep.
ACCM comes forward. And then there's another couple minutes of him building the siege workshop. And then by that point, you already have an eco and
Yep.
you can spam knights. So then he's going
Exactly.
to have to make monasteries, which is a few more minutes. You have so many minutes to play around with here.
Yeah, yeah, and we all know it. Like, time is so important in this precious game. We see squires and chainmail armor incoming. HERA gets a notification. I don't think. Wait, ACCM has no track of the crossbows actually. If HERA manages to get those crossbows back,
Oh,
into his
sits behind his
hometown.
walls.
Oh,
Oh.
that would be disastrous.
Yep. And he's just slowly producing one crossbow at a time from this range.
Yeah, chilling.
And the
And the
crossbows.
Yeah.
Crossbows are going all the way to the right, so they're looping
Mhm.
back again? Or they... Is this extended travel back to his base? No, it's extended travel towards ACCM's economy. Once again.
I'm actually not sure. I think he will. Yeah, he will try to get ratings in with these crossbows. But obviously that's not gonna work as there's a TC protecting. And now that house there, yeah, okay, never mind. It's not going to go down here in time. HERA has paid attention to this, and the most important unit right now for HERA is clearly the scout. The scout needs to be active. Gotta see if there is anything coming forward or not.
I like the way he wants to keep this crossbow army alive, and he wants to keep it for counterattacks, but he doesn't want it to die to some random eagles. So he's just hiding it in the little oasis.
I love it. Yeah, eagles can never engage there. You know that there is no siege units out there as well. Oh, and the scout dies. Yikes. That's really problematic. Now, HERA in a couple of seconds needs to add stable. Here we go.
There it is. And his
Light
eco
scuff.
is already looking fantastic, right? He's got 500 gold in the bank. He's got 26 Khmer farms. And he can start thinking about some light cav to deal with the monks, and then, of course, mixing in some knights, too. Eagle has found the crossbow army over on the side. That's going to buy HERA even more time, because I think ACCM will want to come clear this up.
I think so as well. You have to address that to a certain degree, right? Because your wood line is going to be exposed against those crossbows. And ACCM loses indeed the eagle here. And now a Teachbird shot forward. 3 villagers forward here. Wow. That is, you know, putting an emphasis on the incoming aggression here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, HERA misplaced that wall
for
here.
HERA.
Oh, no, never mind. Or has he misplaced? There's a gap, no?
There is a gap. There is indeed a gap. There is a gap here, Jordan.
There is
gap.
like, I was like, okay, I've been. Oh, there is a gap as well on the right hand side.
But there's no more eagles. It's just these 5 eagles right now. They do have +2 armor, but the knights are here. Still, this is time that HERA doesn't want to spend at the back of his base trying to deal with some random eagles. And ACCM, well, ACCM still doesn't have siege on the way, and he's trying to clear up these crossbows over to the side. And he's not going to be able to kill these. Like,
No. Oh, you never want to engage here. ACCM is losing so much time here, Dave, and we talked about it earlier. It's so much about the time.
it's all about the time. More eagles coming over. He's killing 1 crossbow for every 2 eagles that he loses so far in this fight. That's not a good trade. And there we go. He's finally maybe got some good damage in, and he should be able to clear this up. But still, HERA has knights on the field. HERA has 81 villagers. HERA's got 30 on food, and he's even dropping more farms. He's going to want to have 41 farms here in a second.
Yeah, you can do a lot with these guys, and the light cav will take care of monks, and the eagles will die against the knights most likely. That's just it. I think ACCM, it is mandatory for him to switch to pikemen anytime soon, because otherwise he will just get completely shredded here. With that,
Or just get the
economical-
luckiest conversions of all time.
Yeah, that's also an option.
But HERA's got crossbows to snipe the monks, so that's an issue. And he's got light cav now.
And he's in.
ACCM is in. HERA notices a little bit too late, though. He's going to lose a couple villagers. Not the
Looks
biggest
like
thing in the
that.
world. And HERA might lose the crossbows. He needs to be very careful.
Absolutely. Eichmann switched by ACCM. ACCM on point here with the decision making. He seems to be okay here. And HERA now needs to figure out how he wants to continue. Because if you see pikemen, you kind of forced into continuing the crossbows here. Oh boy, don't engage here, HERA. Monks will get
2 conversions coming in, and the eagles are blocking, so the Mangonel gets saved, but the light cav are coming from behind. Going to be able to snipe those monks and take out the Mangonel.
Ooh, don't like that
ACCM takes out a
engagement.
lot of knights, though.
Don't like the engagement for HERA. I think he lost a lot of knights here unnecessarily.
ACCM also going for a third TC behind this eventually. And HERA being pushed off his main gold.
I mean, HERA is capable of building a lot of units right now. But the same thing applies to ACCM. Aztecs units are a little bit cheaper here. And they produce faster as well. And even though he's behind in terms of villagers, Aztecs are Aztecs, man.
HERA doesn't even have the first armor upgrade on his scouts and his knights.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's an issue. That is a big issue there.
That's not a... Like, this can be game deciding. You need to have that.
The Eagles are doing so much more damage without the armor on the knights. And HERA has to be wondering, like, why am I not taking better fights here? I have knights in front. Like, why are my units all dying? Why did I just die in a line to only Eagles?
Yeah.
Especially when I have crossbows supporting from behind. It's because you don't have the upgrades, my friend.
Yeah. That's insane. And now I feel like HERA is in a position which is not healthy anymore. Because the economy is so good for ACCM that he's going to be able to spam a lot of units here.
Yeah, and it's Aztecs, so they're always going to keep coming, these units.
Yeah.
Iron casting on the way for ACCM, making these trades even better for him. More knights on the way for HERA. He still doesn't have any upgrades except bloodlines on his cavalry.
Interesting. Interesting indeed.
It's like he's got 46 on food, right? Like 150 food is not that much to spend.
No. I think at this point he must have forgotten that one.
He's just forgotten, yeah.
But he still manages to clean completely everything which ACCM is throwing at him, and then all of a sudden we have 150 population against 120, Dave.
ACCM needs more barracks. He's got 14 Eagles queued. He needs more barracks, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the point in the game where you need to spam production, and finally HERA gets the +1 armor. He's going to head back until that comes in. He's got to be kicking himself right now. And he's got enough stone for a castle, so he could put that to help secure the main gold, or where would you go with that castle if you're HERA?
I would place it...
Oh, on top of the siege workshop.
Yeah, as I know that there is a siege workshop, I would place it a little bit behind there, like at the stone. That's where I would go for. But I think this game will not last too much longer, it feels like, because HERA is completely cleaning this army as well. A lot of the crossbows not fighting because they're scared of the mangonel. And yeah, this was a good fight for HERA, and we see 31 army against 12 right now.
ACCM still only producing from 4 barracks. So he had so much in the queue, but they just weren't coming out fast enough.
Yeah.
And HERA is going to go for a forward castle. ACCM already building a castle there. HERA will see this and decide that he needs to build it over on the other side. But there's a mangonel there, Jordan, and the Eagles are coming, and the crossbows have simply nowhere to go.
Oh boy. Oh boy. But the mangonel show was not as good as I was expecting it, honestly.
No, it was not. And the mangonel goes down. There's another one on the way, however.
There is another one on the way. HERA up to privilege now. His economy looks just amazing. 61 on farms already. Insane stuff. And now a second castle being dropped at the same location as well. Mangonel not finding any damage at all. And now the siege workshop goes down. And with that, the hopes for ACCM.
I think, like, I don't know, man. I think ACCM had a chance there if he just has more production buildings.
Oh, 100%.
It's crazy to say,
100%.
but seeing like 15 Eagles in the queue with Aztecs is like, it's a lot.
It's a
right?
lot,
You
Dave,
should
yeah.
just be. They should be creating as soon as you queue them up, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and here, 180 population. He can take whatever fight he wants.
Under a castle, in a castle, on a castle.
Yeah. In the castle.
Yep. Outside of the castle.
On top of the castle.
Yeah, underneath the castle. Beside the
diagonally across
diagonally
the castle.
adjacent to the perpendicular
adjacent.
to the castle.
Yeah.
Yep.
on the stairs of the castle.
In agreement with the castle. Everything. He can take it. Oh,
Everything.
ACCM might be coming out to wall this segment between himself and the edge.
Yeah.
No. Be big, Jordan. He's about to go up. He's about to go up to Imperial Age.
Man,
Honestly, he's got an okay eco. It's just HERA's eco is much better.
That's the thing. But if you're in ACCM's position, you look at the economy, 116 villages with Aztecs, and you're like, no, I will keep.
I'm good.
Going
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know that HERA has 73 farms.
That's the
Actually,
thing.
about to be more.
You can expect a lot of hustlers from him. That's just the way HERA works, right? But you obviously want to test what's going on. And second armor upgrade. Let's go.
Hey, there we go.
The second armor upgrade actually takes longer than hustler upgrade. I didn't know that.
ACCM stretching out for the gold on the left. HERA going for outposts over there. And ACCM would love a castle near that second gold on the right of his base. But HERA's actually going to castle up there first.
Yeah.
And this is a big army coming in towards this TC. Not going to be very fun to deal with if you're ACCM.
No. And now he sees a lot of hustlers. What are you thinking now in an ACCM situation? Nothing positive, I think.
Yeah. I think you're thinking about when you can resign.
Yeah.
Like, what population would be feasible for me to get out of this game?
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, he has 170 population, right? So he will definitely keep on trying. But it feels rough now. Siege engineers incoming, conscription incoming, crop rotation incoming. HERA doesn't take any risks here. He just wants to have complete safety. And I guess he will add ballista elephants anytime soon as well. Where's the ballista elephants? Where is it?
They'd be really good against this comp.
Yeah, they
Like
would
against
be nice.
Aztecs, they'd actually mash. And look, oh, if only ACCM had walled on the left, the knights are into the woodline. And I think you look back at these knights and you just call GG.
It's ACCM. So, you know, he will continue trying. And he has 3 relics as well. So, there is still potential for him. And he has the TC on the extra golds as well. So, he will keep on trying. And with a lot of pikemen and eagles, there is potential. But the biggest issue is that he doesn't have any siege out. And therefore, he will not be able to push back the castles. And hand cannoneer are going to hit the fray for HERA.
Elite Eagle is in, and they're going to be coming back to deal with these knights, but the knights are still harassing, and the TC on the right still getting killed by those hussar. Also,
This
the
time,
push
yeah.
still happening from HERA in the center, but the Eagles have cleared up the knights, Jordan. The Eagles have dealt with the knights.
Nice.
So
Let's
it's
go.
all uphill from here.
Yeah. Can only get
ACCM,
better.
right? Is that all uphill, all downhill? Because uphill is technically like harder than downhill, right?
I would actually say no. I think uphill is easier to walk at least. Than
It depends
downhill.
how steep it is. If you're on like a real mountain, then downhill is really tough,
That's the thing.
especially on your knees.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm talking in general though. Like most of the time, uphill is a little bit tougher than downhill. You know?
But are we talking about cycling or walking?
Walking.
Okay. Because walking, I would disagree. I prefer
Also,
uphill
like-
than downhill.
Just in general, right? Like ACCM has not denied that castle on the right. It's being built with 3 villagers. That's a shame. But like if you want to go downhill, right? You don't even have to walk. You could just fall. You can't fall uphill, right?
How often can you fall downhill?
Well, like once, but you can you can get there.
I can fall uphill as well. Believe me.
Okay.
It is actually better to fall uphill than downhill. It doesn't take so
It
much
is,
damage.
but doesn't get you to your destination faster.
Well,
right?
the same thing goes for downhill. If we're talking about falling, where are you falling into? Is the destination uphill with one falling down?
What?
What? I didn't understand it as well, okay? Oh
ACCM,
boy,
we're at
ACCM.
125 pop, dude. He's falling uphill. Jordan, he's falling uphill.
He's falling uphill, man. Well, let's take a look at ACCM's point of view. Still has the access there on the gold. He sees a castle on the right hand side. He sees a castle in the middle. He sees another castle in the middle. He sees another castle in the middle. And then he sees yet another castle in the middle. And the fifth one
Surrounded, dude.
made him quit.
Like, if you're right. Just look at his fog of war. It's just like, bro.
That's what I did right there. I was like, okay, ACCM, talk to me. What are you doing? 5 castles.
Where's the win condition?
Yeah. It's just a rough one.
Yep.
But this was
I like how HERA played that though.
Yeah, like a complete different approach than what I was expecting. I thought he would go heavy onto knights as well with 1 TC. You know, go for crossbow knights, but not what HERA went for. He went for a very greedy approach, and it worked out extremely well. Even though he didn't go for any upgrades there for the knights for a long time.
But like it was just good timing from HERA, right? He knew exactly how long it would take for ACCM to be a threat, so he's like, I can add eco first.
Yep.
I'm up to Castle Age way faster than you. I have walls. All these things are going to buy me time. And then by the time you're actually threatening, as long as I keep my walls up, I'm going to have knights.
Yep.
And I should be able to push you back. His only concern for HERA that game was when he took that bad fight and he didn't have armor. And that's only because he didn't have the armor upgrades, it felt like.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually thinking if we talked about it, if ACCM ramped up his production, then it would have been a different game. Are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Okay. I thought you muted yourself and laughing about.
No, I'm not muted at all. I never laugh. I've never laughed.
I hear you laughing, even though you're not.
I'm smiling because you think I'm laughing. Smiling because I enjoy your company, Jordan.
Likewise. What was the 2 words I came up with during our NAC cast? I actually forgot.
I can't remember.
I remember you laughing at me again.
I'm sorry.
It feels like you're not doing anything with me except laughing at me.
I'm laughing with you.
Yeah, I heard that since my 1st grade.
Okay, dude.
At one point, it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, is Jordy getting bullied again? Oh no. Are you okay?
The biggest bully I've ever received was from that one girl that got, that rejected me instantly. Hey, do you want to swim with me? Get the shit out of here.
No, the worst is the scoff. You know what a scoff is?
No.
You know what that term is? It's like the laugh, but it's just like a single sound. It's like, hey, want to go out with me? It's like, like kind of like, you know what it is, right?
Oh, I heard that often in my life already. I never knew what it meant though. Now I understand
Kind
it.
of like yeah.
Did you really just ask me?
When it's so ridiculous that they just give a little laugh sound. Yeah. That one's terrible.
On which planet are you living? Yeah. I like that one. Dave, how often have you heard that kind of sound in your life before?
Oh, not too often.
Not? Okay. I can write
I'm not gonna lie though, a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. We can write a book called Scoffing.
Scoffing? It sounds that now that you say scoffing though, it sounds kind of like weird though. Sounds like
you said it as well.
Of weird. Yeah.
You said it as well. Yeah, but
scoffing, like as a book title, it sounds like, I don't know.
Is it better if I call it scoff?
I don't know. Anyway, we got arena. We have plenty of time to talk about whether it's better if you call it scoff, because nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh boy. Burgundians against Poles though.
Cat?
No. Which civ do you prefer, Dave?
In this matchup specifically,
No, between Poles and Burgundians.
oh, for arena between Poles and Burgundians, probably Burgundians, but I think I like Poles here in this civ matchup. If
Okay,
the
so what
Poles
you're
get
saying-
like a forward castle up
So what you're saying is, in general, you prefer Burgundians on arena over
on
Poles,
arena,
but
yeah.
if it's Burgundians against Poles, you see Poles better as Burgundians.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not
s-
based on me playing them. That's not based on anything. That's based on my memory of matches I've seen with these two civs against each other. So
Have you
yeah, I'm willing to let you convince me.
Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised because I've not seen this matchup too often in my life. I think 2 times. And 2 times I played them myself. Because Burgundians
Okay.
is banned most of the time, right?
Well, there was a lot of arena play between Warlords and TTL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a lot of matchups.
What were the typical approaches by both civilizations?
Well, it depended, right? Like the Poles players, some people would go for that forward castle approach with the scouts contesting the center into light cav, right? Burgundian player would almost always go scouts into light cav. And then other players would just kind of boom it out behind defensive castle with Poles into slaughter privileges. And then just spam. There's a lot of options with Poles. I think that's what makes them so dangerous, right? You could even
Oh, for
open
sure.
Arbalest.
For sure, yeah. I just feel like with Burgundians, if you're getting into the Paladin and Hand Cannoneer combination, that's going to be just very, very rough.
It just feels like you're never getting there. That's the thing that I've noticed anyway.
You're
in a
casting
1v1
the wrong players
situation.
then.
Yeah, maybe.
You have never casted me then on arena with Burgundians.
I think I fell asleep.
Because the game's so boring
I remember
because
the
I'm
start.
dominating.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm trying to save myself, okay, from the roast.
It's it.
Let's just keep it like
you
that.
know, it's just too unfair, bro.
We both know
It's
where
too
this
unfair.
is going. Let's
Yeah.
not go in that direction.
I saw you take all 5 relics. You had 3 TCs down. He was on 1. He wasn't even castle age yet, and I was just like, damn, this guy
Damn,
is too
I
good.
can only fall asleep from this.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, how much are both players are going to invest in fighting for those relics? Especially Burgundians, they want to have those relics as they also generate food, instead only gold. However,
Sorry, is it weird to you that HERA has already made 2 farms here with Poles when he had sheep left over? Or is that
no, I do that as well.
okay?
It's just a little bit smoother. Maybe he stole that build from me because I always go for 2 farms specifically.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead with what you were saying. You don't remember what you were saying. do you?
I remember. The Poles on the other side, they want to contest Burgundians as well, as they don't want them to have the relics. Yeah, that's what my
really
point was.
piecing
Thank
this
you,
one
Dave.
together. Okay. So you're wondering if they both go into scouts then?
No, I'm wondering how much they commit because they will both go scouts, that's for sure. But the question is how much they're going to commit because sometimes you see players even having 12 light cap before even adding a TC.
Mm-hmm.
Someone
I
is
think if
saying
you're
I'm sleepy. I'm not
Burgundians-
sleepy. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
No, he's not sleepy. He's full of energy.
Exactly.
You've never seen him sleepy. If you think this is sleepy, Jordan is firing on all cylinders right now.
Exactly. You should have seen me in
Yeah.
NAC when I was
Yeah.
really tired.
Yeah. Last set of the day, midnight. Jordan's giving it his all, but
Against Larry?
yep. I think it's more important for the Burgundians player to keep the Poles away from the front of his base. So it's more important for ACCM to retain map control, regardless of the relic count at some point, because you don't want the Poles to get set up at the front of your base.
Can
If
you
you're the
not...
Poles,
Yeah.
I think you can count on the Burgundians not going full aggro, even if they take map control. think ACCM will play a little bit slower. So, but then again, HERA's base at the front there. He's got 2 stones and a gold in that one spot, so it's kind of tough. And his main stone too.
In general, on Arena, you don't really want to have your opponent placing castle so much forward. So, let's see. I mean, both players up to castle age. HERA is a little bit earlier. With Burgundians, you delay your castle age uptime a little bit because you invest into the early economy upgrades. And if you go up too fast, then all of a sudden, you don't have the resources to go up to castle age anymore. So you delay that a little bit. HERA is, you know, now creating a lot of farms here with the horse color. That's obviously nice. For poles, poles have been nerfed very recently with the recent patch. The 10% food deposit of the farms into the folwark.
Oh no, it's only
decreased
8% now.
to 8.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's actually a
God.
huge difference, Dave. 20%. Imagine you
10%,
only
you
had.
did the math.
Imagine you had 20% less love in your
Air?
life.
Oh, okay.
What would you
Okay.
feel like?
20% like a general love? I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd have to experience it.
Experience the 20% less love?
Loss, yeah. What does that even mean? How do you quantify that?
Let's assume the love you have right now in your life is 100%.
Okay. So 20% less? That wouldn't be very pleasant.
Yeah, exactly. Was that so hard to quantify now?
No, but you should have put it in something that was like you're assigning a mathematical value to something that is so vague. Why not just do it like a normal person? Like imagine you had 20% less money in your bank account. Then you'd be like, oh yeah, that would kind of suck. But Jordan, being Jordan, is like, Dave, imagine you had 20% less.
Well,
of
you can measure it as well, right? You have to just imagine it fictively, like number-wise. Let's
Fictively?
imagine. Yeah, let's go straight ahead because there's not too much going on.
Okay.
Imagine each person where you would say that person gives you love. You can say that's a number, right? Let's say
Oh,
you have 5
okay.
people who give you love,
Okay.
and all of a sudden you only have 4 instead of 5. 20% less. Bam.
Okay. Do you count as one of those people for me? Or like what are we classifying as like
Depends if we are in case A or B. Case A is 100%, case B is
Wait, there's
80%.
cases now?
Of course. I'm in
Okay.
case A.
Oh, so if we took the 20% away then we would lose you?
Exactly.
Oh, that would suck.
See?
That's a nerf, bro.
And that's
yeah.
how Poles feel right now without Jordan.
I feel like we've lost Jordan. All right, Poland, no more Jordan for you.
No more Jordan for you.
Nice snipe there from HERA on that monk. He's been running around like crazy, man.
Yeah, that's typical for him. He's like, it feels like he, you know, if Age of Empires was twice as fast, then it feels like HERA would be playing like everyone else. But right now it feels the game is a bit too slow for him.
Yep. HERA loved Age of Empires 4 when animation canceling was still a thing. He absolutely loved that.
Yeah.
He actually did. If you ask him,
Yeah.
like, yeah, bro, I love that.
Yeah, he won a tournament, right? When that
Yep.
thing was active.
Okay. HERA healing up his light cav. ACCM has gotten 1 relic, or he's got 1 on the go. HERA's got 1 coming in as well. And, well, there's 2 relics that are closer to ACCM space, and he's covering the one that's furthest away. So ACCM actually might have the advantage in relics when this is all said and done.
Yeah, he's dropping off his first relic right now. HERA, right now, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. He has 1 relic in his base already, so guaranteed there. And obviously the main action is going to be at the remaining 3 relics here. Army size, 2 spears for ACCM, 6 light cav. Yeah.
I think ACCM needs to keep making light cav here. Okay, he's
He
queued up
has
some
to.
more.
He has to. Also beautiful economy for ACCM, 43 village, 45 villagers. Bows already. Typical Burgundian stuff there.
HERA has to be careful. He's going to get 2 light cap converted here, and his monks are going to die. Like, that was a weird fight for him.
That was disastrous, wasn't it?
ACCM will lose a monk, though, but HERA's going to lose that other monk. Still, HERA kept up production a little bit longer than ACCM, so that means he has more light cap, and of course he's going to save that guy 1 hit away from death. He's not going to save the other 2, though. Yep. He needs to back up once again, so let's take a look at where the monks are from ACCM. He might be able to snag this relic now. Maybe.
Yeah, the army presence is a little bit better for ACCM here, I feel like, in the middle at least. And these 3 light cap are going to find another kill here against this monk. So it is still an equalish position, and the kind of a stalemate as well, if it's about those relics.
Man, this seems so frustrating to play this stupid arena meta with the light cav and the monks. It's like every time you think you're gonna get a relic, you just get nuked by some 2 light cav coming in.
Dave, can you please give a little bit more enthusiasm here while casting the arena meta?
Oh my god, the light cav are coming in. They're gonna take 2 monks. Is that good?
I loved it. When I was creating the settings, I was like, should I get arena in or not? And so far I was happy with it because obviously Turks have been used, right? HERA against Valas was amazing yesterday. Also Winchester against HERA today was cool. This one right now obviously is a little bit harder because
Yo ACCM was great. Dude, Yo ACCM today was great. The Monk War was amazing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
I absolutely. When I'm thinking of arena, I think of I love clownery like that. Monks, fast imps, forward castles,
yeah,
unique units.
I forgot about it. I liked it as well.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, like this light cav monk meta. I think even the arena players hate this light cav monk meta. I think even the clowns hate it.
Yeah. The main topic is who's going to be able to have the better transition into an economy, and so far it looks like both players are very similar. ACCM should have has a little bit better economy upgrades, but pause with the forward farms. However, ACCM has gathered way more economy or resources than HERA has actually, which is surprising to me.
And HERA just loses 3 more monks. He got 1 light cap though. He got 1 light cap. Oh,
was that worth it? I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think so. 300 gold against 80 food? Yeah. Doesn't sound like the best deal. And is there a way, Dave, where we see the arena game finish in late Imperial Age without 3 relics being picked up at all?
No. Late Imperial Age? What do you classify as late Imperial Age?
43.27 minutes.
No.
Okay.
Does it include? Are you saying relics that have been in a monastery before? Are you talking about relics that have never touched a monastery in their life?
Exactly.
You'll have exactly what? The second one?
No, I would say at least 1.
At least 1? Okay, I don't think that's happening. Oh, we got that conversion. Oh my god.
That's insane. And HERA cannot engage here. HERA cannot engage here.
He's going to get another conversion if he's not careful. He doesn't get it. And HERA does engage here, and he's going to be able to take out the monk. He does lose a few light cav along the way, though. And that relic, it just gets 1 little inch closer to the base there from ACCM.
I mean, HERA could easily delete the wall here. ACCM could delete the wall here, and then he gets that. HERA trying to get the second relic, and I think ACCM will allow him to do so because he doesn't have any units present there at all.
But there's still 1, Jordan. There's still 1 for that 43:27 time.
I like the fact that you remembered that number. It is an important
Well, my chat
number.
did.
Okay. I thought you did.
See how honest I am with you? I said my chat did. I could have pretended, like I'd remembered it. He would have been like, wow, Dave, it's amazing. That's why his head is so big.
Yeah, that's true. I cannot
This is
argue
the part
against
where you're
that.
like, this is the part where you're like, Dave, your head isn't that big.
Well, I'm not sure. Don't get me wrong, Dave, but I've never measured your head.
True. That I know of.
Oh boy.
This is not a good fight here for ACCM. What on earth? Trying to push through there, and it's just not happening. He's got a monk behind, trying to get a conversion. Doesn't get it.
He will get this one though, right?
Oh, no, no, no. HERA. Oh, my. That's disgusting. That's absolutely so unlucky for ACCM not to get that Cavalier with either of those monks.
Yeah, that hurts. And 2 relics for both players, and the third one could be snagged here by HERA. It could be snagged by HERA here, by looks of it. Maybe not.
Nope.
I don't know.
The relic won't be taken, I don't think.
ACCM?
Well, I don't think ACCM thinks there's a monk out there, and HERA doesn't really want to pick it up until ACCM's distracted. You could pick it up and then go all the way along that wood line, sneak in through the gate. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I just want to see it get picked up. There we go.
Oh, Petards incoming.
Untouched relic, Jordan.
Untouched relic. Damn. I was so sure that we will not see the relic being picked up before 47 minutes 23. No, 43:27. 43:27. Here we go.
43-27. Is HERA really going to see these petards with that one villager?
That would have been
No.
hilarious.
The Cavalier need to be right behind the petards. If you're going to go in with a petard thing into the walls, your Cavalier need to be right on top of that.
No.
There we go. He's in. Bop. There we go. Paladin is in a minute.
The moment Paladins complete, HERA reaches Imperial Age, right? So ACCM has a good timing in front of him.
Yep. And he knows that HERA is switching completely into... It's not Arbalest here. It's hand cannon, I guess.
No, it must be
Ugh.
Arbalest.
Like, he's not getting any upgrades, Jordan. Okay, Fletching's coming in. There we go.
Both don't have our hand cannon here.
Did they not have hand cannon? I thought they did.
No.
They don't?
You know nothing
Oh.
there.
They have bomber cannon, but no hand cannon?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. They
Oh.
don't. They would be too
GG.
OP. No. That was a beautiful
Well.
move by ACCM.
It was.
Yeah.
It was kind of, an underwhelming finish for all of the stuff we had to go through in the middle of the game.
God. We cast like this is a little bit sad, right? Like you're hyping up the game for 30 minutes and then bop.
Next game.
Next game.
Base.
Let's go. Next game. The next one can only be better. That's the positive thing.
Yep. ACCM is about to take a set from HERA.
What's going on with ACM? It feels like he's
He's a
completely
beast.
unfazed from
He's
what's
beast.
going on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was a good petard play. That was a heads-up play. I don't think HERA was expecting that at all.
Even I didn't expect that, right? And that means a lot because I'm a professional
Yeah,
caster.
you're exactly, and you're clearly very good at arena, and
Why do you
all of that other stuff.
Why do you say that with such a like?
I'm not. You said you were.
sarcastic
You said you were
voice?
so good at arena at the beginning of that game. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember pretty well. But you had a sarcastic tone.
No, I didn't. Stop it. No, stop projecting.
I'm projecting whatever I want. That has Dave had a sarcastic tone? I'm pretty sure he had.
I've never been sarcastic in my life ever.
That was the first
Just
time,
doesn't
at
happen.
least.
I'm so genuine, dude.
Yeah, I challenge that statement.
It sounds. I think your tone was a little bit sarcastic there, bro.
You should not be the one to talk about that you don't have experience because you have never been sarcastic yourself, apparently.
Yeah, true. That is a good point.
Dev, I think we have to battle it out 1 versus 1 in Age of Empires 2.
Okay.
to see who's right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
On Europe.
Okay.
Okay. Not with controllers, by the way.
Okay. I'm not scared of you, dude. You think I'm scared of you? I'm not scared.
You're not?
You ever played 1v1 on Europe?
Huh?
Have you ever played 1v1 on Europe? Did you used to play 1v1?
Of
On Europe?
course. I was the
Really?
master
I
on
don't
Europe 1v1.
really. I don't remember
Yeah.
that many people playing 1v1 on that. I remember
Oh.
it happening a couple times, but not really
It wasn't there a website called AOE Realm? Something like that?
AOE Realm, bro. Yes, there
where
was
they-
a league for that. Dude,
where-
you're going back to like 2004 here, dude.
Yeah, and I was on top of that ladder.
Ah.
Yeah.
I was on top of the TTF racing ladder on AOE.
Really?
AOE Realm. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I like that.
That was like a rank ladder before we had a rank ladder. Everyone
Yeah.
had to like report, and then the other person had to confirm the win.
Exactly.
So like half the time, if they were salty, they wouldn't even confirm the win. So you had to be super nice to the people you beat. Be like,
That's-
oh, you gave it a good shot. It was a great game. You know, you gave it a good try, just so they would confirm.
Good try, bro. Next time you win. I think that's the origin of me being nice, actually. Because I
It's all
remember
for
with
the
12, I was a little bit more of a, emotional teenager. And then I realized I didn't always get my wins confirmed. And then I was like, let's try the be nice approach.
Yeah.
And it worked. And all of a sudden I was
did.
top of the ladder. Not because I was the best, but because I got the most confirmed feedback. Right?
Exactly. And they had like a $50 prize pool or something for that. So like,
Yeah.
damn,
was-
dude, that was a lot of cash.
Yeah. And the funny thing is there was a specific 1v1 Europe map.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that one?
I remember. I do remember that one. That was wasn't one person starting
Oh, don't ask me. Geography
it was
shit.
Spain, and then the other person starting in like Italy or something like that.
No.
Or was
No.
it Spain and France? I can't remember. There was definitely
Spain?
specific starting spots though.
No, but the map was obviously way smaller, right?
You're talking about a specific one that wasn't all of Europe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. It had a little bit of a Europe shape. And oh boy, I remember grinding that one out so much. Oh, that was good. That was kind of my start for RM. Good.
Anyway, we've got Mega Random.
Arabia
And
2.
I've titled this map "Where is the Wood?"
Where did you title it?
Just mentally, because there's a lot of wood, but it is very far away from their starting TCs.
Yeah.
And HERA is gonna have to take a journey here to find it. Fortunately, they did get 2 scouts, so they will be able to identify where it is. And ACCM has gone forward for this wood line.
Yeah, I absolutely love this map being mega random because this has a lot of Arabia vibes, but it is so tough to wall, so open, and as you said, forest is so far away that I would imagine we see a lot of aggression incoming from both players. And if we now take a look at Lithuanians and Italians, which civ is better here? Because both civs have their advantages in certain aspects of the game.
How many relics are on the map? There's only 2 relics. 3 Nope, there's 3. Never mind. So that's not too bad for Lithuanians if they get 2 of those at least. For Feudal Age, I think they're both pretty similar, right? Like it's faster spears and skirms for Lithuanians, but cheaper uptimes for Italians. Pretty
But
similar.
Lithuanians, yeah, it's very similar.
It's a shame that he's used Kimura already. I think they would be pretty good on this map.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
open.
Yeah, the thing is with Mega Random, you really never know, right? I mean, both civilizations have access to bloodlines, so anything can happen here. And with those open maps, it is not unlikely to see a lot of feudal aggression. However, HERA, he has a way easier way to wall his map, right? If he takes the wall from the forest where his scout is at right now, and plonk down some walls toward the house, toward the TC, and then on the right hand side, wall to the middle, and then plonk down the gap between those two forests on left hand side as well. And all of a sudden, voila, voila, we have a defensive base. La la la.
Dude, that's like 4 screens of walling.
Yeah, that's fine. Have you ever casted MB?
I'm gonna pull this up in paint like MVL does, and I'm just gonna draw the walls on.
No, I want to see that as
here,
well.
and here, and there, and then we do this. That's fine. Double scout as well makes things interesting.
Yeah,
to start
absolutely.
here. So, do you save those? You probably want to save those scouts for Feudal Age because in Dark Age those are so underwhelming.
No,
I like the way the ACCM has set up his woodline too. Like he can wall around this pretty easily, and it's still going to be fairly efficient with this 2 lumber camp setup. And he can even like extend to take the gold as part of that wall, which is not too bad.
Yeah, for sure. It's not his main goal, but not the biggest issue for him for sure. And as you said, like you don't want to engage with those scouts in Dark Age because they are going to be so much more valuable in Feudal Age with the +2 incoming. And I expect both players to go heavy on scouts here.
Spearman coming out for ACCM already. No spear for HERA yet, which is interesting. And HERA has an exposed woodline at the back there. Does ACCM even see the wood? He doesn't see a single woodline from HERA. He's like, huh, I don't know where he's taking wood. Maybe the trees? Straggler trees?
It will also take him some time to spot that as well, right? Really, really tough. Especially if he keeps those two together. Oh, okay. He's reacting. Oh, HERA got one hit by the Spearman from ACCM. That's where Lithuanians shine, right?
Dude, this could be the ultimate NBL wall. We could see a corridor here between ACCM's woodline and his TC. Like just a really thin...
Like
it'd
this
be like a,
and this,
yeah. It'd be a pickle wall.
Yeah. Pickle wall.
It'd be perfect.
I like the the description of a pickle. Is it the description? No, I'm not sure.
Be the example of
the example or the metaphor of a pickle.
It's definitely not a metaphor.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Then yeah. Anyway, pickle it is. No, it's not. We see both players looming around with the scouts and defending with the spearman. Now ACCM taking a hit by the spearman as well, and I feel the pain running into spearman with the scouts. It is really painful.
You look away for 1 second, and the 1 second you look away is the second that you get doinked by a spearman.
That's the moment where
Shameless behavior by the game.
Yeah.
Oh, HERA thinks he can get in. He can't, and now he's getting hit by a spearman. Gets hit twice.
Yeah.
There's another spearman there, so HERA needs to run away. He thought he had cleared it up, but he didn't. ACCM still running away, and for such an open map, Jordan, there's been no damage done at all.
Which is surprising, right? But
yeah,
both players have walled their woodline and defend their berries with the spearman. So obviously there's not going to be too much damage to be dealt by both players. However, nice walls here by HERA, even though the tree was there anyway. And now it's more about what is the transition. Are they going to produce more scouts? It doesn't look like that. HERA has 5 on the field, and ACCM has 3, and that's kind of it.
It's funny how like these open maps make them play more defensively with like the preemptive walls around the wood lines and keeping everything close to the TC, and then that results in less aggression.
Yeah,
it's and keeping military at home to defend. It's crazy.
Does that make sense?
Well, it initially doesn't, but when you think about it, it does, because players are less concerned with just doing damage to their opponent, and they want to keep themselves safe at the same time.
Yeah.
They have no false sense of security like on Arabia where you're thinking, well, I could potentially quick wall this choke point. There's no choke points here to wall up.
Yeah.
We found that out like when Tristan and I were trying to do matches with no wall mod back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was basically like Huns, no wall mod. So they couldn't make houses, they couldn't make walls.
Yeah.
People would just keep their military at home. It wouldn't be aggressive at all. It would just be a bunch of people massing military at home, and that's it.
Yeah, you don't want to take the risk of going forward and your opponent hitting you at the same time, right?
Yeah.
It's really hard to balance that as well. Okay, so ACCM with wheelbar incoming now. I like that. And going on to gold as well. While HERA, he will quick wall his villager, saving that one. Nicely done by him. And he will be able to finish that blacksmith very soon, I suppose. And his resources look very good. Remember, he's Italians, so his upgrade is going to be cheaper. However,
Just needs that building, but he's busy repairing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So ACCM is getting a lot of value, even though he doesn't really know that it delays the cast stage timing for HERA here.
Food eco for ACCM looking pretty good too. 18 placed farms. He's going for that blacksmith now. Still needs 130 gold though, and he's only got 4 on gold right now, so it's going to take him some time to click up. He does have wheelbarrow already, so his eco is going to be more efficient than HERA's currently.
And
HERA's
he's
still
going
with the
to
villager lead.
Yeah. However, he's going to be quite behind in terms of the cast stage timing, right? So that's a timing where HERA can do a lot of damage, and yeah, the fact that ACCM is so late on to gold is really hurting him right now.
I like the mining camp from ACCM. At the same time, I just see the potential of what could be with a mining camp in the middle there between the gold and the stone. But I guess you can fit it. Can you fit a TC in there? I think you can.
You can. This is four tiles there. Yeah.
Okay, gold coming in. Drop it off. ACCM. Bop. There we go. He's on the way up.
I like the bop noise. I really liked it.
It's a good noise. Kind of my thing, you know.
How did you come up with that one? Like, what?
One day I just bopped.
What thought process did you like go through to come up with that one?
You've never bopped before? You should try it. It's fun.
How do you bop?
You just say bop, and it's just like it's a feeling, you know. I can't write a manual on it. It's like.
The thing is, I said bop a couple of times already during our cast right now, and I didn't feel it, Dave. What am I doing wrong?
No, but you were asking me how to bop. You weren't bopping yourself. It's when you predict. It's when you predict something's gonna happen, and you say bop when you think it's gonna come in, and it always comes in at the same time. So like Castle Age there, I said bop and it came in, you know.
But I'm sure I bopped before predicting something to come in. Apparently, I say it too German. Is that a thing?
How do you say it in How do you say bop in German? What's the?
Like it's a little bit different, right? In German, you say bop.
It just sounds so depressed.
Well, that's German for you. Like in English, it's like bop, and in German, it's bop.
No, bop with a P at the end, not Bob.
Oh, Bob.
I said Bob twice.
Oh. Let's get away from Bob, man. It's confusing.
Yeah, but Bob is weird. Yeah, we need to get away from Bob. No one likes Bob anyway. Monastery for ACCM. Does he see the relics? He probably does, right? He sees one at the back of his base.
Let's see. ACCM sees one. HERA sees one as well. And against the Lithuanians, you obviously want to get the relics in as soon as possible. Pikeman upgrade in for both players. Light Cav upgrade in for HERA as well. And a couple of knights here for ACCM.
Right now, this game is kind of playing into all of HERA's strengths, isn't it?
Yeah.
HERA's just going to run around with different units or different groups of light cav, knights. He's going to be sniping villagers. He's getting his farm eco set up behind. And ACCM is just going to struggle to come out without taking damage at home.
Absolutely. He's, you know, positioned himself very, very nicely. He has 1 TC against 2 though. And as I know HERA, he will apply some pressure and being super active with all his units, while his opponent ACCM will struggle to keep villagers working as he is garrisoning them most of the time. That's what I'm expecting.
The faster pikeman is actually kind of helping here.
Oh,
HERA's not
super.
able to like stop and get hits off.
Yeah.
And he won't even be able to kill that villager. And if you're ACCM, you got to pull that vill away because HERA's come back for that. Or maybe you bait him. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just leave him there.
He gets the kill, but loses a lot of scout HP. I'm not sure if that is worth it, honestly.
Well, I mean, he's got a couple more knights coming forward. He's going to do the same thing with those knights. But ACCM, I mean, he's got a heavy plow behind this, Jordan. He's got the second wood upgrade. He has wheelbarrow. He has 2 TCs. Like, his eco is pretty good, and he's playing really condensed right now. He doesn't feel a need to go out and attack HERA. There's the TC from ACCM on the Golden Stone, and he's bringing in a relic.
Yeah. It's
Not
not
bad.
looking too bad for ACCM at all. And HERA is building a second TC himself now. And he is going for the scale boarding armor. Wow.
Ooh, HERA getting armor, imagine.
That means something.
He's learning.
He's learning. However, I like ACCM's position, honestly. He will have access to stone now as well. Going to go for lighties very soon, I suppose. And going into Imperial Age, the combination of elite skirms and lighties is not too bad. Italians have to go Hussar and Genoese then. Yeah.
But like Genoese get absolutely destroyed by the skirmishers with 10 armor, with tower shields, if you're talking late game. And then latest just destroy everything else. He's finding the relic.
He will find
Oh
it.
boy. Oh, and he's got monks there to bring it back right away too.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's a little bit disastrous for HERA because he needs that relic. Oh boy. Conversion. One happens.
That's one.
Yeah, HERA will get that relic. He has way more armor.
And HERA's coming, HERA's coming from behind with pikemen too.
Yeah.
This is not a relic that will be in ACCM's monastery for a long period of time. HERA's actually heading back with the second relic too.
Yeah. Okay, so he manages to get 2 relics versus the one of ACCM. That's very good for HERA, obviously. But economy looks better for ACCM. 3 TCs. Now the third is being dropped by HERA. And there's even a 4th TC from ACCM. Dave, I predicted this map to be super aggressive, and we're seeing both booming. What the fuck?
I should have known better. Whoa, Jordan, did you just drop an F-bomb?
Who? A user of you?
You just bobbed.
I bobbed. You told me to bob.
Okay. I respect it. Light Cav gonna be sniping the monks. Nope, never mind. Into the TC. That's super prevalent now. People used to do it before, but I feel like people are incorporating monk garrison into their game plan nowadays.
Absolutely.
Deliberately keeping them nearby.
Yeah. For sure.
And ACCM's eco, it's looking pretty good here, Jordan. Atonement is coming in though for HERA, and HERA wants to push.
For both players, right? Which is kind of hilarious. And now the castle is going to be planted down as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And ACCM is building it with a ton of villagers. And, like, you can stall this castle out if you're HERA, but you don't have any range units. So you can't deny it.
Yeah.
And he only gets 1 villager. That's it.
And now villagers are fighting as well at the monastery of ACCM. And I find it also hilarious that both players went for atonement at the same time. It felt like, okay, both really want to go ham there. And, you know, overall the population looks pretty good for ACCM right now. This is not too bad of a game for him right now.
ACCM's played this. I like the strategy here. He kind of he didn't go into aggression at all. He knew if I go the aggressive game and I'm running around with different groups of military, kind of playing into HERA's style. So why not just make a bunch of pikemen, go for the second TC early, wall up my base, and then eventually get a castle down, and HERA can come to me.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And now HERA will also spot those 3 spearmen or pikemen in the top. ACCM even going for 5th TC, really? Isn't that a little bit too greedy? I feel like it is.
Well,
he could
he's
lose
gonna
a lot
need
of
one
villagers.
because he's losing vills in the north. He doesn't notice that. He noticed their night raid coming in through the overchop. But he doesn't notice the stuff in the north, and ACCM is losing his villager lead here, Jordan. Oh boy, HERA's so good at this. Like, he waits till you engage at one area of the map, and then he kills you at the other side with his mobility. And ACCM loses every single villager at that TC. Every single vill. 19 kills on those light cap. 13 of those are villager kills.
These are things which I never understand. Like, I understand that there are things happening, but losing these villagers is really crazy. That hurts. And now HERA is up to Imperial Age, and ACCM must be wondering.
He's focused on Monk Micro right now.
Yeah.
He's focused on Monk Micro.
Oh boy. His monks are also eating the pikemen right now. Hallelujah. This is a nice... Okay,
They're
let's
out healing
take...
the damage, though. Like, pikemen versus monks is the most underwhelming thing. They're just out healing all of the damage.
I could fall asleep to this sound.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding. It's like rain gently falling.
Yeah. It's really nice. I think HERA won this fight very convincingly.
Latest being added here from ACCM. Imagine if he didn't lose all of the villagers at that TC in the north. His eco would be in such a better position.
Absolutely. Like, the fact that he lost that is such a big blunder. And now a forward castling coming for HERA. Beautiful timing as well, because it will finish once or at the same time he reaches Imperial Age. And then he will be able to build a trebuchet out there.
Do you feel like he can just go like Halb Treb? Or is it like Hussar for HERA? Like, what's the plan here for HERA?
I guess he sticks to pikemen, adds trebuchet, and then might add in Hussars.
Condos, maybe. Oh,
Condos.
could go condos for the raid if it's open at the back.
Condos with hand cannoneer. With Genoese, I mean.
Yeah.
Could be an option, yeah.
Block
But
printing.
he's adding more monks.
Elimination. Yeah.
And ACCM now, he's trying to make a play with the lighties, but HERA is obviously on point with these guys. Walling in his villagers. There's a gap though, so yeah, ACCM finds that one. Will be able to kill all the villagers here, most likely. And now Imperial Age incoming for ACCM, but he will lose so much ground here in the process.
Still, it's only one castle here for HERA. Like, if ACCM can out repair the damage to his castle, if he's still active with these latest, like, HERA needs to deal with these 5 latest in the back, big time. He can't be distracted by these.
Yeah, he has 2 monks here, right? Also with 12 range, so he should be able to deal with those pretty fast as well. And we see range units upgrades incoming now for ACCM. But HERA, he is fine. He has good economy. He has the pressure going on. He has the map control. He cannot complain at all.
These light cav, dude. These light cav raids have been brutal. And ACCM is losing more and more villagers here. He's not even garrisoning. He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
He's looking somewhere else, maybe. He still has the villager lead.
He has.
I mean, there's that. But that's because he's been putting so many res into reproducing his villagers. He's lost 32 vills.
Population doesn't look bad for him as well, but it's just the momentum here right now for HERA, right? And I struggle to see how ACCM can really engage into this army right now with what he has. He even goes for heresy, what the hell?
1,000 gold into that. Because he saw all of the monks from HERA. 1,000 gold into heresy here. And he's making skirms. Like, what high value targets are you worried about losing to HERA? Is it your latest that you have none of? Is it your monks? Like, what are... And now he can't even engage really against these monks because they're all charging up against the buildings.
Yeah. I mean, he has heresy, right? So that in theory saves him a little bit, but yeah, that castle goes down now. I mean, the population still looks similar here, but HERA, what is his army composition? It is kind of fragile against skirms, so that's ACCM still has a chance here, no question about it. Problem for him is he doesn't have any siege units right now. That's the biggest problem.
I don't think he has redemption either, right? ACCM, so he can't even convert the trebs, even if he wanted to. And the light cav are just going to come right into his monks, start converting. The skirms are going to be behind this, sniping down monks, or trying to anyway.
Yep.
Not really getting the job done there. And the pikemen are going to try and clear up the pikemen in front, and they're being healed by their monks from behind. So an incredibly slow battle happening here. But all behind this, the trebs are working away on ACCM's buildings. And ACCM falls further and further back into his base, but he has kind of cleared this up, and he's still got more skirms in the queue, and it's only one Hussar in the queue from HERA.
I mean, ACCM has done a very good job in, keeping alive and getting production out, but I still struggle to see how he can push this back without any siege. That's the biggest issue for him. He's going to be able to clear those monks, yes, but he needs halberdiers as well. Halberdiers against these annoying light cav.
Yep. Halb and then tower shields for your skirmishers, and this becomes very difficult for HERA.
Now the castle
He's going for another castle back there. He could go for another castle on the right side maybe as well. I mean, he's going to be running out of gold access, but he does have gold in the very corner. Because he scouted that. He doesn't see the gold. He only sees the stone up there.
Oh boy. You don't expect gold to be there as well, right? So I understand that.
But you'll go up for the stone at some point, and then you'll find it.
Halberdiers incoming, 10 seconds away. And now these traps, they're kind of still uncontested, right? And no bracer for HERA yet. Score looks like scary.
Great
But
job sniping down the Genoese, though. Now the Halberdiers can start working away on the trebs.
Yeah.
So HERA has to pack up and leave. That castle's kind of within range.
Dave, I cannot look at this anymore.
This light cav over on the other side, too.
Cav. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
We finally cleaned this one up. So we have conscription coming in. Wow, Boso and Heavy Plow now finally coming in for HERA. That's really delayed there.
Dude, the population is so healthy here for ACCM. That's wild.
Yeah.
I thought he would be dead already.
Yeah, I thought so as well, but now he kind of managed to stabilize. Again, biggest issue for him is he doesn't have the siege right now. If he would have siege behind all this, look at that. He has 34 army versus 19. Of course he would be able to really force the issue, right? But HERA right now has the time to grow economy-wise even more and get to his dream composition of light cav and Genoese.
I think you gotta prioritize siege, obviously, but I think tower shields is really important because if you have tower shields, you can just kind of run under these castles.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, ACCM sees the castle going up from HERA on the left side. Doesn't notice it yet, though.
He sees the castle on the right-hand side as well, right? Building a trebuchet there.
Bomber cannon working away on the castle. Redemption is in for HERA, however.
Is there a world where ACCM comes back into this game?
I think so, yeah. It's difficult because HERA's got 4 castles stacked up, lining on hills, but all it takes is that first castle to fall, and then HERA takes a bad engagement against like Halbs, and suddenly it's an unstoppable ball that ACCM has coming forward. The
Yeah.
problem is for ACCM, he just keeps getting raided over and over again. And
Yeah.
soon it's going to be wood that is his issue. His tower shields now comes in, and these skirms are going to be super tanky.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like so hard with bomber cannons to engage against that castle because of the monks, right? This is just such a good play by HERA. So, but I think eventually he will lose the castle. Wow, there's a huge engagement in the middle or in the top side. But that castle will be a goner here. And there's only one trap. Okay, two now against HERA's castle. HERA is definitely taking the better trades here. Doesn't kill the trebuchet here. But he still is remaining onto that position.
Harris, some excellent micro with the Genoese,
Yeah.
avoiding the shots from the skirmishers as well. Halberdiers, though, are clearing the Hussars. And as long as he takes out the Genoese Expo with the skirms, the Halbs should be fine, but no. Hera manages to micro down those Halbs, and ACCM will have to queue skirms once again. He's still keeping the Treb alive, and if you watch that game against Yo on Arena, you know how well ACCM can keep a Treb alive if he really, really wants to.
I think 5 minutes the trap alive against 3.
Yeah, something like
against
that.
3. It was just crazy.
Goes down now, though, and he's in trouble. He is in big trouble.
Yeah. Also plummeting very, very heavily in terms of the population as well. 150 against 180. Also on the right hand side, the Hera's castle is still alive here. His economy is just so good here with 150 villages.
He got into Hussar. He's got Genoese. There's still not even a leap, but he just needs them to kill the Halbs, and he's fine. And to kill the latest that are now here from ACCM. ACCM has plenty of gold. He's just got nothing to spend it on.
Yeah, you kind of want to go lighties as well, but with Lithuanians, but not against Genoese, so it is a toughie for sure. Another beautiful castle coming up for Hera.
Yeah. On the ridge line, there's like this hill across the middle, and he's got castles all the way across it. So even if ACCM wants to go for some counter raids, Hera's going to spot it, and he's going to kill a few units heading towards his base.
Yeah. And ACCM doesn't really have the best raiding units right now. It's most of his army composition is trash. And like you want to have winged hussars or lighties, but Hera will not give ACCM the time to get to that. And another castle will bite the dust here. Only 2 remaining for ACCM, and it's just a matter of time until Hera will completely overwhelm him with the army he has. Even elite Genoese crossbow in there as well.
Big fight here. ACCM again trying to snipe the Genoese Expo, but it's simply, it's not working. It's not killing him fast enough, and the Hussar from Hera just running through everything he has.
Yep.
What is the wood situation looking like for ACCM? He's got that wood line on the right, and then the one on the left, which seems very exposed.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it, because the one in the top has been completely depleted already, and ACCM calls it, and we are tied up for the final game or final set here of today of season 2, and we are going to be able to jump into the decider here between our finalists.
Whose Medieval Brawl is it again? I know it's a Medieval Brawl, but I can't remember. Someone's Medieval Brawl, right?
Hera's and ACCM's.
Oh, okay. That sounds really very catchy.
I think so.
What does the J stand for then?
Just.
Like just? Just
Yeah,
as
like,
in like
just a medieval
justice?
brawl. No, just a medieval brawl.
Oh, that sounds really underwhelming. It's
Thank
just
you.
a medieval brawl, you know.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Like it could be more than a medieval brawl. Like that direction. So it's just a friendly medieval brawl.
Okay.
So if we take a look at the stats, not too bad. 197 killed by ACCM, lost a lot. Economy was obviously better for HERA. 5,000 resources more collected here. And 8 ppm. 122.
Is our final map, is it pizza?
It is pizza.
Personal
Dave.
pizza. Oh, I like this map, dude. I like this map.
I knew
think,
that you would like that one.
Like Vinch kind of threw, don't you think, making the lumber camp where he did on the game against HERA?
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't understand that he placed it like that as well, because that way he just didn't have any chance to get the connection to the gold as well, right?
But also, HERA made a mill on a bunch of goats as well, so
Instead of the swordfish, yeah.
He made a mill on like 5 goats that he found with 2 villagers. So
I didn't understand
I
that
don't
move,
know.
but it looked like it worked out for him.
Maybe. Personal pizza. Has anyone ever made it to the outside on this map?
Not in 1v1.
Oh.
Usually
Wait,
the
it's a
game
team
doesn't.
game?
Yeah, in team games that happened already. We have played a
I've
couple
never
of times
seen
already.
it in team games. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
whoa. Yeah, it's completely wild.
I'll have to play 8-person personal pizza. 2v2v2v2.
That would be amazing.
Diplo.
Yeah. I think people would have a lot of fun with that.
I used to love playing tiny regicide arena games with 8 people.
Well, say again.
See,
Tiny regicide?
regicide arena. So if you
Oh,
play tiny
yeah.
arena with 8 people on
The
tiny
walls.
settings, all your walls overlap. And if
Yeah.
you play regicide, you
I
have kings that are like stuck.
Oh,
And
really?
you have so much res. Yeah.
I
Sometimes you
remember
do.
I remember playing that kind of arena without regicide.
It is fun
So,
without regicide as well, but like
yeah.
some people just get absolutely screwed. Like all of the resources are in their enemy's base.
I'm not surprised that you enjoy these kind of games, Dave. I'm
I
not
like it,
surprised for
dude.
that.
I like it.
Dave,
I'm a
could you go
market
to...
user. I don't care if I don't have any gold. Okay,
I
go
know.
ahead. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah, one second. We're back. Dave, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
Okay.
hello, hello.
Final game. They have started.
Dude, thoughts on eggplant? Do you like eggplant?
But it depends heavily on how they are prepared. But I would say yes.
Yes? Ugh.
You
But
don't?
it's not like one of your favorite foods, right? Like you wouldn't... Oh, restart.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder. They're kind of kissing each other, though.
Yeah, I would have liked to see this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, with the amount that TC Fire misses when it's up close like that, it might have like they might have not been able to hit each other.
Imagine, like, it would be a stalemate there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would just continue playing like nothing happened. Well, my game finally is okay. What's wrong with my game?
I don't know. Is your computer like slow? I saw you try and I was trying to watch your cast of the Rage Forest games the other day, but you'd stopped.
Yeah, because
Is your
my
computer like too laggy?
yeah, it feels like when I'm I don't know, even when I'm watching record games with Capture Age
Mm-hmm.
and have 8 times the speed, it will severely lag at one point.
Yeah.
Do you have
That
that
was
as well or
my
not?
old my old computer had that.
Yeah.
Then I updated. But like Capture Age eats, it feels like, in terms of CPU.
Yeah. The interesting thing is, like, I bought that PC which I have right now specifically for streaming activities, right? Like 2 years
Mm-hmm.
ago. So I'm really surprised by the fact that it cannot handle uh, the demands there.
What graphics card do you have in there? Do you know?
Sec. Pick something. Let me quickly check.
It's not the game, Captain Kami. It's Capture Age. It's not the game. Capture Age eats more memory than the game does. He has an RTX 3070. You have a 3070? Should be fine then.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I have that.
Hmm.
God damn it, where is it? Oh, but it should be a 3070, yeah. That number rings a bell. Anyway, Dave, game has started. Let's
Cool.
hope for not another TC war here.
Okay,
It's
so
the first.
last time
Yeah.
when HERA was playing against Vinch, it felt like he hadn't played this map too often. To me, because like the way ACCM, oh, they went back again. I think
They
the
did,
way
yeah,
the others have
because
been playing this map is like a barracks in the north, right? Or a
yeah,
barracks in the, I guess the wedge up there, and then you go for a drush,
yeah,
right? And you always make the mill up there. But HERA went for the mill down south and a lumber camp up there.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
if ACCM hits him with the drush approach, I think HERA could potentially
Well,
be in trouble.
yeah, absolutely. And ACCM, he feels very confident on this map, right? So it is HERA's home map, though, surprisingly enough.
HERA likes pizza.
He likes pizza. Okay.
I'm gonna order a pizza, I think, after we're done here.
God.
Yeah.
I'm so gonna eat 5 kilogram of something and
Eggplant?
sleep like a baby today.
Dude, they did it again! Again! Jordan! Help!
Dave, what are we witnessing? I've never seen this thing being a topic.
I've cast this map like 5 times already, and I've never seen
Yeah, same.
players drop TCs on top of each other. Maybe this is a strategy from one of them. I'm just gonna find his villain. I'm gonna
could
TC
be.
drop it.
Could be.
Maybe they feel like it's best to TC that southern area.
Yeah, it could be, right? Okay, let's go. Another try. I feel like this time we're actually going to...
This time is good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Okay. This time is good.
Yeah, that's my hopes at least. Go.
Yeah. I think...
Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
I think they're gonna do it again.
No, don't tell me.
No, I think ACCM will try and do it, and HERA is gonna pull his vills away.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
TC
Okay,
fight.
here we go.
Let's go.
HERA has TC'd the berries and some deer and a tree. The tree does have 200 wood on it, though, and he's going to lumber camp on the other side here. Looks like we've got a lumber camp as well from ACCM over there, and then HERA's gone for the mill. So HERA's learned a little bit, maybe.
Yep.
Examining what his opponent did last time and realizing there are turtles underneath the rocks. So he's going to be fine.
Yeah. So this is finally a smooth start for both players here. No TC fight at all. And yeah, the way this map works is we have a little bit of a pizza here in the middle. And this one has 3 sectors. One which is specifically for food, where berries and the rhinos are, and deer. Then on the northern side, we see ice, where mainly stone, shorefish, and a little bit of gold are. And then on the southern side, we see mainly gold.
HERA's trying to wall in the villagers from ACCM, and ACCM is going to be like, oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm even more protected over here. Okay.
He does not care. HERA gets the confirmation, obviously, where his opponent is, and ACCM saw, you know, the mill of HERA as well.
Yeah.
So no surprises there. Both players also walled in their lumber camp villagers. So this looks like a fairly peaceful game so far. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if you call villagers stabbing at each other with knives peaceful, then yeah, it's pretty peaceful to me.
You know what's funny?
I mean, she's the exception, right? It's only one vill there. He can't place a palisade on this tree because there's 2 trees there. He's big, dude. He just got completely screwed. ACCM was like, what an idiot, Eric. I can just chop this tree and get out. No, sir. You're going to have to delete a house. And he's house.
ACCM is house.
Oh, no. Oh, no, bro.
ACCM is actually housed.
And ACCM will go for the barracks. There's going to be a super early barracks here. He doesn't really have that much food.
HERA is going for stone.
Oh, can you not like click the box turtles? Can you not right click the box turtles?
It's super hard. It's super hard.
But look at mining stone. Bring it back to the TC.
Oh, it's good.
Aaron's gonna be like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?" At least he's Japanese, so he could maybe drop a mill. No, okay, he's found the correct.
He found it. Yeah,
tile
it's super annoying to do that as well.
ACCM, I mean, he's really struggling to get this next militia out. He's really struggling, Jordan.
Yes. The thing is, though, HERA doesn't...
That's a 13 HP Vil.
Does he see them very? Yeah, he sees it. Yeah, and that is really helpful. However, that villager is going to be idle now. And I'm surprised by the fact that ACCM actually doesn't commit 1 and 1 to each. But he chose to use 2 militia there. Not the best idea, I personally think.
Do it. Now he's gonna do it.
He will.
Yep. Okay, so now that the villager's trapped there, he doesn't really need... Might be able to hit it in between the walls.
Oh.
He won't. He doesn't really need to make any more militia here. Because they can kind of
No,
control
yeah.
where Hera's going to build unless Hera manages to wall him in or something, which could happen. And now we're looking at the main base here. Hera's about to click up. It's pretty fast uptime there.
Fuck. He also killed a villager by ACCM. Look at that, Dave. He has 17 villagers and he's going up. While ACCM,
And
15 villagers and not even
ACCM
close.
lost one to the Rhino as well. You can see
Did-
the body right here.
Oh, what? Oh my god. He lost 2 villagers.
No, dude, no. Where did the other one die? We don't know.
At the TC, where the
Under
barrack
the
is being
TC.
placed right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, disaster.
Oh boy, absolute disaster. Where's the villager from Hera? Okay, got killed.
He lost it, yeah.
Yeah.
How? Oh, he tried to... Okay, he opened the wall.
It was
And
only
now-
13 HP, so.
There are 2 villagers. 2 villagers here on the gold mining camp.
ACCM? ACCM!
Hera has to delete the mining camp. Oh!
ACCM can delete that, but Hera's ready for the deletes to happen. And ACCM is chasing him again. Hera's gonna wall this villager in again, right? Surely. She says, "You're in here with me now." Gate? Oh my god! Jesus.
What is Hera doing?
He's vibing right now. Let him cook, Jordan. Let him cook.
Am I allowed to let him cook like that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what he's cooking.
He's cooking a little bit of a hole for ACCM to come in, and ACCM knows it.
Yeah.
He's
He's
like,
paying
come on.
attention. Yeah.
Militia
The
are
mil-
at,
the mil-
where are the militia from here?
The mill goes down. The mill goes down.
The mill goes down, but the militia are coming in towards ACCM's hunting villagers.
Yep.
Let's see if Hera can save this villager in the south, this villager in the north, and then try and snipe villagers in the east.
Yeah,
He's not going to save the one in the north.
that's for sure. He's just fighting back here.
He's going to wall in the one in the south, though. I bet. Watch. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, he walled it. He doesn't have men at arms on the way though. He's really
Yeah.
struggling for food right now.
Yeah, I know. He's spending all of his attention looking at this stuff. And like, a little bit of idle TC time creeping in there for Hera now too.
Mm-hmm.
But he managed to wall in a Ville from ACCM in the south. And you know what? That's like a momentum victory, you know?
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you stonewall this area as well, just to keep that villager, you know, walled in? What do you think?
Another house here, I think, and you're fine.
Okay.
You can't let him get out that quickly.
Yeah, like that villager is out in the moment, right?
He won't. He'll come back.
Oh, there's even a scout out? What the hell? Oh, stable.
Yeah, Hera went for a stable, and that means a dead villager here, and probably another dead villager
Yeah,
here.
there will be another one.
Hera,
right?
he just opts for an archer range in the south.
Wow.
Interesting. ACCM can't really come out to take food now.
Yeah.
This is rough. And Hera's been killing, like, he killed a few of the zebras, too, with the militia. Should probably kill the rest of these deer and that zebra that's hiding in the bushes there.
Yeah. Boy. This is a wild game so far, I gotta say.
Yep.
Very wild game.
Oh, Hera might lose the villager in the south. No? Is he going to wall ACCM in again?
No, I think that's
No.
like you can only do it so often, right? Really tough to pull it off. And ACCM, he has an archer range available as well to him. And looks like he will most likely kill that villager off. Hera will pay attention to it though.
Yep.
Yeah, he pays attention.
And he's got an archer, too.
Yep.
ACCM wisely sitting on the hill there, though, and he's waiting for the skirmisher to join him. The skirm will join him. Hera will pop out with the archer and be a little bit distracting, but ACCM is all over this villager now. You kill this Vil, and then you take the other villager near the gold, which he's towering. Okay. And then you don't have to worry about anything else coming
Yeah.
in this little area.
And then all of a sudden, Hera will not have any access to gold whatsoever. right? So that in theory is not too bad for him.
I mean, HERA's going to be off of the northern wedge and off of the southern wedge entirely in terms of villagers.
Yeah.
And now ACCM is even like towering where that woodline's going to be from HERA. So he can't even chop through there. So
Exactly.
this is pretty good. HERA's just got to win this side, but he has no opportunity to make it to the others yet. He's going to have to chop through the outer edge to get gold access.
Yeah. And this is going to take a lot of time, right? That's 350 wood ahead of him. And yeah, that means a lot of market usage has to come into play here for HERA. Otherwise, there's just no way for him to win this game, actually. And now, oh, HERA is forced to place a tower here? I don't like this tower at all. What is this really going to do?
I think he wants to prevent this from being walled.
Yeah, but why?
On the other side of the wood line, so that he can maybe chop through one day. I don't know. At this point, you just kind of have to commit to chopping through to the outside, right? It's going to take the same amount of time.
Yeah, it's just tough when your opponent has that position forward already. So that's why I'm a little bit confused by that. HERA will also be housed most likely very soon, as these two militia
ACCM
are...
is killed. Yeah, he's killed like 4 houses over here.
Yeah, it's insane value with those militia. So that was really what you was also mentioning, Dave. This opening with the militia caught HERA off guard.
Yep.
Oh boy.
ACCM coming out with some villagers. He's a little bit exposed there, but he should be okay to escape with almost all of these. Definitely lose one. And HERA actually losing the militia that were attacking the houses there, as HERA is super house. He's Omega host here.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to commit heavily on to building houses right now. And the question is, what is he going to go for? As, you know, his resources look fine. He will be up to castle age much earlier, obviously. But he doesn't have access to gold, and that is the biggest problem for him right now.
Scout's still roaming around. ACCM is about to cut through. He's about to cut through, so ACCM is going to have a lot of access to gold and stone soon.
Yep.
Do you go on to... If you're ACCM here, do you go on to gold, or do you send more onto stone? Because it feels like if you get a castle down in this area, that could just be, like, really nice, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, but I think this is more about getting gold income to guarantee yourself the night production. I think that's the safer way to approach it. What I'm wondering is, what is the idea of HERA right now? Like, what is going through his mind? Okay, I think what he wants to do is light cav play.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Like Cav, he just controls this map area, and then eventually he's going to cut through to a place where there's some gold. The tower is not really doing that much to these skirmishers here, and HERA's going to be pushed off that wood line. The tower was a bit of a strange one.
I didn't understand the tower at all. Like, nothing.
But it's getting value, I guess. ACCM doesn't realize what's happening.
It gets value, but it should never get value.
No. And he finally pulls back there.
No. I mean, Archer range is still alive here for HERA. And it's not like ACCM has access to a lot of gold himself as well, right? It's only 1,600 there. Maybe with Maliant a little bit more. Maybe around 1,800.
I think ACCM's just a little bit too late up to Castle Age. I think HERA's going to chop through, and he's going to be fine. Honestly, even though he took control of the 2 wedges, like, he's going to chop through at the bottom and just get out to the gold on the edges, and then it's going to be ACCM who's in a really rough spot because HERA has access to so much of the map.
I mean, light cav is going to be the next upgrade, I suppose, and then we see Mangonels hitting the fray. Light cav, yeah. No scale boarding armor.
To attack with Mangonels too. Right on that hill there, you can range the TC.
Yeah.
ACCM doesn't have any production buildings over here. Even if he wants to go for a defensive siege workshop, like, where's he going to put it?
He has a stable at the top wedge.
Another tower there from ACCM on the wood line from HERA.
What the fuck?
So it's like he hasn't even come to the conclusion. He's so busy trying to deny HERA from getting gold that he hasn't thought about the possibility that HERA just might chop out to the outside.
Yep. I mean,
And
I've
HERA's
never,
almost through.
I've never seen a 1-1 where a player was able to chop through, right? So it is understandable that ACCM has not really thought about that as well. And HERA, he needs to improve his food income. He only has a couple of that right now on food, and he's actually going for forging. Oh boy, is that open? No, it's not.
No, I love the fact that ACCM walled that.
Yeah.
I think so many people would leave that open, and then
Yeah.
they'd just be completely screwed when HERA came through with like Kev.
Exactly.
I really like the thought process there from ACCM. He gets to the Castle Age. He's going to be spending a lot of wood repairing this, and he's going to go for camels to counter the light cap. HERA will go for a monastery. No gold currently to make monks, but he's almost chopped through.
It's just a matter of time until he's finally chopped out here. 25 more wood until he's finally free there. And also love the addition of spearmen, because yes, it's only feudal spearmen, but Japanese feudal spearmen, they're going to you know, be a little bit annoying here against those camels. But two stables here for ACCM. Ooh boy, this could be very dangerous for HERA here if the monk doesn't come out in time.
He's got knights too, and he's kind of distracting with the militia. He's pulling the light cap out of position, and all he needs to do here is kill these mangonels. And then the pressure is stopped, and the monk is definitely not going to be in time here, Jordan. The spearman doing work against the cavalry, but with the armor and with the mobility, he should be fine, and the mangonels are both dead. So good defense there from ACCM.
Yeah,
HERA is through, however.
Very, very good. And like HERA is really desperately trying to find any gold here on the outside, but he's not really able to find them yet. And conversion has happened, but you know, the knights and camels of ACCM, they're fine.
HERA is still selling, so his economy is not very efficient. He's selling wood and food for gold, but his eco looks stronger than ACCM's right now.
Exactly.
Like, we look at the idle TC time here for ACCM, it's 3 minutes.
Exactly.
Right? He's kind of struggling. He's going for a monastery of his own. He's on stone right now, so he's definitely thinking about a castle. HERA still hasn't found gold. Okay, he's found it finally, but he's got a ton of villagers over to the right side.
They're just idle there.
Nothing.
They're just idle completely. And that really hurts to see. And ACCM on the other side, he has good access, and he needs to get access to gold now as well into the southern part, but he's not even close to that. So longevity, HERA has a better position.
ACCM needs to think about chopping through as well to the outside. Like, just even plop a lumber camp down there for the late game.
Yep.
But I still think he hasn't fully realized what's happening.
I think he has not. The thing, however, if ACCM gets to Gebados, they're gonna shred everything HERA has right now.
But he can't play. He needs to get to a place where he can place that castle in between them.
Yeah.
You can't place it on the north and then go Gebados and then have them like streaming in from so far away.
Yeah.
He needs it applying pressure, but HERA is doing a fantastic job here, and he's getting pikemen now.
Yeah.
So this makes things incredibly difficult for ACCM, especially with that siege workshop there. He doesn't know what's coming out of it.
Absolutely. And there is a second TC being added as well here by HERA, right? So he will increase the villager production as well. And ACCM so far not having an idea of adding a TC. He will just save all the stone to get a castle as soon as possible. And he's expecting HERA to all in because he's not having access to the other part. At least that's what ACCM is thinking, I suppose.
Do you delete like 3 houses here and place the castle there?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. It's like right on the edge of that house, right? 2, you need to delete the 3rd one too. Yep. There it is.
And now HERA sees the castle coming up, obviously. Oh wait, Knight has been converted and gets... No, never mind. Doesn't get the kill here. What is the reaction of HERA now? That's what I'm wondering.
He's gonna stall at this castle as long as he can. Still doesn't have a Mangonel coming out, so there's no potential to actually deny this.
Yeah.
But now he needs something to counter Gebetto's. ACCM is housed because he deleted those. He will get pop space from that castle in a second here. But HERA might go for like a crossbow switch and then a castle of his own, potentially.
I think he needs Cav Archer. I feel like that would be the play here. But it will take some time to transition into that as well, right? And ACCM, he has access to good units, yes, but he doesn't have the economy. He really is struggling with economy right now.
Buying food. He's buying food, and theoretically should have plenty of food access. But he is taking out that siege workshop, and, well, there's another position for a potential castle if he ever gets the stone for it. And Gebetto's, like we said, are going to be pretty strong.
Yeah. I personally would like to see HERA using 2 light cav to scout the outside. Because HERA doesn't. Huh?
And to see the golds as well. Yeah, you don't want to be looking for that when you're panicking, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to send villagers into the darkness. You want to know where you're going.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And right now he has no vision at all. Okay, monk goes down. 2 monks here for HERA, getting some conversions in as well. But the Gebettos are the biggest threat right now. HERA will have a stone for a castle now. And the question is, where is he going to place that one, though?
Feels like you have to place it in between, like, the mill and the TC.
Yeah, that would be the spot. What?
Ah, okay, on the wood line. He really doesn't like these towers over here, Jordan.
What?
And if, you know what? If ACCM didn't figure it out before that HERA is chopped out, he's figured it out now. Because there's no way he would have been able to buy that castle.
Yeah.
And he'll be seeing this.
Yeah. And also the score kind of tells the tale as well. Like, if your opponent is so high in score, that means that he has more economy than what you have, for sure. Ooh, that TC is a little bit late.
Rip houses, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Things just massacre buildings.
Yeah.
If only they didn't have such a slow wind-up on their attack, they would be so good.
Yeah.
Okay, villagers going down. Monks trying to get conversions.
The Gebettos are not too bad of a unit, and look at the resources of HERA. He just has to get a little bit more gold in there, and then he's up to Imperial Age. The economy difference is just massive.
It's huge. ACCM going for a TC now on the left side.
Yeah.
I was about to say western side, then I was going to say left, and I was about to say leftern side.
I've been there. I've been there.
Leftern side.
It's super tough.
I've heard you say, like, instead of right hand side, you've said like bottom hand side before.
It is complicated, man.
It is complicated.
It is complicated, Dave.
It is.
Yeah. So the gold is running very dry for HERA in the outside. He has access to stone, so that helps a lot, obviously. But yeah, I still don't see any way how he wants to deal with those Gebettos.
Well, he's going to be housed pretty severely because ACCM is killing all of his houses.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay, Barrack is coming up. Yeah.
Gonna hurt killing the houses.
Absolutely, yeah. Barrack coming up now for HERA. So we will see. Is there a way that he plays Samurai against Gebettos?
They produce quickly. If they ever get close, I think they're like 3-shot the Gebettos.
I think even 2-shot.
Maybe. Depends if they're elite or not.
Yeah, they completely shred, right? This is a unique unit.
But you need a bunch of them. You need to get close.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, Dave. In theory, in my head, HERA should win this game because he has better economy. but he really needs to put an emphasis on how to deal with the aggression.
Ooh, that's a castle there from ACCM. Does he cancel this castle when he sees Imperial
I
Age
think
from
you
HERA?
have to.
Or do you just keep going with it?
No, you have
It's
to cancel.
ACCM, Jordan. He just keeps going with it.
You have to cancel, man. And ACCM wants to go up to Imperial Age himself
maybe he feels like if HERA gets a Treb out, he can just come in and snipe it with the Gebetto. He's going to lose a few units, but he can just snipe it down. And look at this. He's into the back. He's made it through the hole there. HERA's trying to wall it off, and these Gebetto can be very, very frustrating for HERA back here. I don't know if it's the smartest play from ACCM to come back here, but damn, HERA is going to have a headache with this.
It is super good. Such a good play for ACCM to use them that way. And HERA is building a TC up in the north. And he lost quite some villages here in the process. But with all the TCs and all the space is so narrowed that now he's going to be fine defending with houses and TCs.
ACCM just making Gebettos right now. He's making battering rams. Okay, garrison the Gebettos in the rams. Send them in.
Oh boy. This is going to be a very wild game right now.
Yeah.
Castle Age all in for ACCM. 22 army against 16.
In the back died. They died in the back there, Jordan.
What did die?
The Gebettos in the back of HERA's base.
Oh,
they got
died.
Converted and they died to the TC.
Yeah. And the castle is going to go down for ACCM as well by the looks of it. And ACCM now with 15 Gebettos, but they're going to die against the TC here. Or are they?
Yeah, siege tower Gebettos would be really annoying here.
Yeah.
If you're just running around with a siege tower and you keep hopping out.
It would, absolutely. And bam. And the monks are providing so good value as well. Castle went down. The TC will most likely go down as well. But yeah, it feels like HERA will go for the monk pikeman play by the looks of it. Monk
he's
obviously
just switching the conversions onto the Gebetto, and it's just like he can't afford to lose any of these guys. Girls. He needs a bunch of units massed. This is risky from HERA, though, coming forward with that castle. And the Trebs so far forward against Gebetto?
That cannot be a good move. He will lose all
this Treb is dead. 100%.
He will lose all the Trebs. All of them. I think Gebettos kill Trebuchet even faster than Mangadais.
Yeah, they do.
Crazy.
I mean, Mangadai only gets so much bonus damage, right? Gebetto is melee damage, and ACCM maybe overstaying his welcome a little bit with these Gebetto.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, he's got 86 villagers against 110. He's adding barracks now. Still has not made it through to the outer edges.
I mean, ACCM has a PC on the gold section, on the gold badge, right? So that helps a lot for him. But I don't think he will have the time to really benefit of this expansion there as well.
Yep. And now HERA has more Gebetto than ACCM does.
It's a bad sign,
so that's never a good sign. No,
yeah.
That's not a good one.
Oh, and
GG, well played.
ACCM calls the GG here. That was
beautiful game, though.
By far the best personal pizza game I've spectated. Really, that was beautiful.
I think like if ACCM had played more of this map, like playing this game right here is going to give him so much experience if he ever plays this map again.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be in this situation where you're matching up against a guy where you're trying to delay them from getting the other wedges, and they just chop to the outside.
Yeah.
He didn't realize it for so long, what was happening.